When your body is not transforming sugars correctly in your blood cells, it translates into high blood sugar levels. Uncontrolled high blood sugar can lead to diabetes. More and more people are becoming aware of the dangers of sugar. If you want to know how to lower blood sugar quickly, in this video, we will address this prevalent problem among people with diabetes through 5 powerful tips that will help you achieve it. Before starting with the tips, it is essential to point out that the blood glucose levels determination is the most critical advance in controlling the disease since the discovery of insulin in 1921. The primary tool to lower the blood glucose level is pharmacological treatment. Surely, if you have diabetes, you are prescribed a dose of rapid insulin in case of peak blood glucose. That is why this treatment is the main one for reducing glucose levels in the blood using the dosage prescribed by your doctor. However, we want to offer solutions for those with high blood glucose levels combined with the medications and recommendations given by the endocrinologist. Let's go there. The first tip we will give you in this video is to reduce stress levels in your life. Believe it or not, one of the factors that can affect the most your blood sugar level is stress. The hormones that most affect people with diabetes are glycogen and cortisol, both secreted when we suffer from stress. It is normal to feel confused, worried, and irritated when you have diabetes. Even if you know what to do to stay healthy, it can be brutal to live with this condition. Stress can raise your blood sugar level, so it becomes essential to learn different ways to reduce anxiety. If you don't feel well, don't hesitate to ask for professional help. There are support groups that allow you to express your concerns and find solutions. Speaking to friends or counselors can also help. Talk to your doctor and make a plan to deal with your diabetic condition. To reduce stress levels, you need adequate rest. Science has proven that to lower the levels of glycogen and cortisol, you need to learn relaxation techniques to reduce stress and blood glucose levels. Relaxation exercises such as yoga, meditation, or tension reduction through breathing techniques can correct insulin secretion problems in chronic diabetes. Take deep breaths, do gardening, walk, meditate, distract yourself with a favorite hobby, or listen to your favorite music. Another handy technique is to engage in activities that you enjoy. Work and everyday routine can increase your anxiety levels. By taking some time off to do activities that you want, you evade your mind and secrete hormones such as serotonin and endorphins, which increase your levels of happiness and reduce your stress. 2. The second thing that will help you stay healthy and with low blood sugar levels is to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of fluids. Water is an element that will help maintain perfectly controlled healthy glucose levels in your blood. Studies show that people who drink more water have a lower risk of developing high blood sugar levels because their kidneys drain all excess sugar from their blood through the urine. Drinking plenty of water rules out the presence of dehydration and sometimes gastrointestinal infections that will cause diarrhea, leading to desiccation. Loss of water in the body in an accelerated manner can cause your blood sugar levels to rise and therefore hinder your control. Drinking plenty of fluids helps to reduce blood glucose levels because water reduces and eliminates sugar more quickly. Be aware that we are not talking about juices or soft drinks when we refer to drinking liquids. Those contain large amounts of sugar that increase glucose, boost weight gain, and raise the risk of diabetes. 3. The third point is crucial in keeping you healthy, especially if you have diabetes. It is to exercise. A powerful technique to reduce your glucose level is to do physical exercise. When you exercise, your muscles carry out a great activity, which causes them to need an extra supply of energy. Therefore, it will seek this energy from glucose you have in your blood. When you exercise, you make muscular contractions that are going to favor your metabolism. That makes the muscle cells absorb more glucose to use, so there is not so much glucose circulating in the bloodstream during and after physical activity. That causes an escalation in insulin sensitivity, meaning that your cells can better use the available sugar in your bloodstream. There are thousands of ways to exercise. You can find ways to move arms, legs, and joints even if the space is minimal. The best workouts are weightlifting, walking rapidly, running, cycling, dancing, jogging, and swimming. However, in times of pandemics, it is not always possible to perform outdoor exercises. Luckily, you have many possibilities to perform aerobic exercises at home with very little space and outstanding results. Exercises such as burpees, jumping jacks, plank with knees to chest, mountain climbers, skater exercises, and high knees constitute just a tiny portion of workout routines you can adopt to improve your health. It is important to note that you should perform all exercises in moderation. Intense exercise can be harmful to your body because it increases the hormone cortisol levels, closely related to stress, which, as pointed out previously in this video, you should avoid at all costs. 4. Our advice number 4 is to reduce or eliminate the consumption of complex carbohydrates. Among the foods that contain more carbohydrates, we find pasta, bread, rice, potatoes, among others. These foods have complex carbohydrates. Your body transforms complex carbohydrates into simple sugars, mainly glucose, which insulin then moves into the cells. When you ingest too many carbohydrates, your internal process fails because the sugar stays acclimated in the blood and glucose levels boost dramatically. That is why you would need an extra insulin supply for this glucose to pass into the cells. It would help if you remembered that complex carbohydrates are always going to inflate glucose levels, so you must reduce or moderate their consumption. An excellent technique to reduce their consumption can be to plan your meals properly. This way, you will maintain a balanced diet and avoid blood sugar spikes. Besides, following a low carbohydrate diet in a sustained manner will set a precedent that will make it more difficult for your blood sugar levels to grow in the future. 5. Finally, the powerful 5th tip we will give you to reduce your sugar levels naturally is to maintain a healthy weight. As we know, maintaining a healthy weight is synonymous with good health and avoiding future problems or diseases. That accentuates even more in people who have diabetes. The more you weigh, the more fat you have in your body. At the same time, you will have high blood glucose levels. Fat provides energy to the muscles by sacrificing glucose levels. That causes an increase in blood glucose, which provokes a response from the pancreas, the organ that secretes insulin to reduce this elevated blood glucose level. In the end, it causes a collapse of this organ since it cannot produce enough of this hormone, which creates what is known as hyperglycemia. Science has proven that having a controlled weight leads to healthy blood sugar levels and reduces the chances of developing diabetes. Even if you reduce your body weight by less than 10%, you can reduce in over 50% your chances of developing diabetes. That does not mean you should stop eating. In fact, believe it or not, if you skip meals, you will elevate your blood sugar levels because your body will go into a compensation system looking to release the sugar you have stored for emergencies, which will cause rises in your blood glucose levels. Focus on how to prepare your meals to keep your blood sugar under control. Avoid fried and greasy foods. Always go for boiling and grilling. Eat 25 to 30 grams of fiber every day. And remember to consume fruits and vegetables. There is a widespread false belief that people with diabetes can eat all kinds of fruit except grapes and bananas, but this is not true. Bananas, grapes, and figs have more carbohydrates than other fruits such as apples, pears, or oranges. However, the key is the amount and not the type of fruit. People with diabetes can eat bananas, grapes, and figs, but in moderation. With a well-planned diet, the sugar in fruits is no longer a problem. The diet adapted to each person distributes the daily carbohydrates, giving room for many possibilities. Also, fruits contain fructose instead of glucose. This type of sugar is metabolized differently from that obtained from most foods, so it does not accumulate in the blood with the same ease and does not excessively alter blood glucose levels in people with diabetes. To summarize, These are the 5 practical tips that will help you reduce your blood sugar levels. In case you have problems with blood sugar control, you should monitor your blood sugar levels daily. That will help you know how to respond to different activities and prevent your blood sugar levels from going too high or too low. The first thing to do is go to a doctor and follow his or her recommendations, such as taking your medication and doing it the right way. 1. Remember to reduce your stress levels permanently. Stress promotes the secretion of glycogen and cortisol, 2 very harmful hormones for people with diabetes. You can reduce them through relaxation techniques such as yoga or breathing exercises and performing pleasurable or fun activities. 2. Staying hydrated is vital to having a good glycemic index. Drink plenty of fluids, always avoiding sugary juices or soft drinks. If you have to choose, water is the perfect liquid. 3. Exercise to increase your insulin sensitivity, which will help your muscles to get the sugars from the blood. When you contract your muscles, you force your body to feed on the glucose you have in your blood, so there will not be as much sugar circulating in your bloodstream. 4. Carbohydrates increase blood sugar levels as they break down into glucose. Reducing carbohydrates can help control blood sugar. The primary foods to avoid are pasta, bread, rice, and potatoes. 5. Finally, remember that obesity is one of the most significant friends of diabetes. Keeping your weight under control is fundamental. Luckily, most of the powerful tips we have given in this video, such as exercising or reducing carbohydrate intake, are also geared towards weight loss. These have been the 5 powerful tips to lower your blood sugar level. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can also leave a comment below on what diabetes-related topic you would like us to discuss in our next video, or how your experience has been living with diabetes. Until next time!